searching the Northwest to bring you the biggest variety in sports. Northwest Television Sports brings you the rejoicing of victory, the frustration of defeat, the drama of competition. This is Northwest Sports.
And welcome in to Hillsboro Stadium. It is time for the 63rd anniversary of the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star Game. I am Justin Herr alongside Zach Louis-Tag with you on Northwest Television Sports. And it is an absolutely beautiful night for football. And we have a great crowd on hand as well. A couple teams that are really looking to put some points on the board. And we're expecting to see a lot of scoring tonight.
Yeah, a lot of scoring. And in these All-Star games, there is a no blitz rule in effect, so expect these offenses to exploit these defenses.
And here is the kickoff as we will have the North team in blue and the South team in white. South team recovers out to the 35-yard line, and that's where the first possession of the ball game will come for the South squad.
And that was number 23, Michael Bibby, on the return there.
And now our only question is who's going to come out playing quarterback. First off for the South squad, my guess it'll probably be the 6A Player of the Year, but let's see here. Number 14, we're going to have Jordan Johnson. Yep, it is the 6A Player of the Year, Jordan Johnson from Sheldon. He will get the start for the South squad. And he's going to be back in the shotgun. He'll send his running back out. His running back is number 21. That's Cameron Abeen. Cameron Abeen is from Sheldon as well. And here's a pass on the outside, and that's caught by Abeen, and that's going to be close to a first down, and it looks like it is. So a good pass on the outside by Johnson to start things out. He hits his teammate Abeen.
Yeah, and Abeen was just short of the first down there. Good replay here. Abeen trying to skate that sidelines, but just gets pushed out just short of the first down, so it'll be second down and short.
Yeah, that was really close. Looks like they had him marked above, but it'll be a second down and short. Here's Johnson in the gun. He drops back to pass, looks at his receiver. That's John Campbell, another Sheldon teammate. He gets pushed out at the 50-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the South squad. And another Sheldon guy catches the ball. It's been all Sheldon here in the first couple possessions.
And you can expect to see that Jordan Johnson, John Campbell connection. Yeah.
As we get a replay of the field, Campbell just kind of runs a little route, sits back and waits for the ball to come his way, makes the catch. These two hooked up quite a bit in high school. This last season, they set single-season school records for receiving yards, 1,650 yards and 24 touchdowns. Here's Johnson back to pass. He's getting a little rush, but he finds a man wide open.
And that's Weisenhouse.
Yeah, Weisenhouse, the Sprague. The kid from Sprague makes a big-time catch. That's going to be all the way down to the 15-yard line. A great rollout right there by Jordan Johnson. He's able to escape the rusher and get the ball passed out. So a nice job right there by Johnson, and that'll give the South squad another first down inside the red zone. They're going to mark him out at the 16-yard line. That was a good pass. Nice rollout right there by Johnson. And he was just able to get Weisenhouse going down the sideline. So here we go.
Yeah, a good 34-yard pass connection there.
Johnson in the shotgun again. He'll fake the handoff, and he's going to roll out to his left. Stops back. He'll pass it towards the end zone, and it is cut. Touchdown, John Campbell. So the South squad on the board already. A quick drive down the field, and Jordan Johnson hits his favorite player. That is John Campbell. They're also teammates, and that's a touchdown for the South squad. So the South squad takes an early lead in this one. It's 6-0. We still have 14:25 left to go here in the first quarter. And that was a 16-yard pass to John Campbell.
Yeah, 4 straight passes coming out from this South team, and they score quickly.
And the field goal is up, and it is good. So that'll add on the extra point. And our score with 14:25 left to go here in the first quarter, the South squad 7 and the North squad 0. We'll be right back on Northwest Television Sports. Welcome back to Northwest Television Sports. Justin Herr alongside Zach Louis-Tag. It is the 63rd annual 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star Game. We're at Hillsboro Stadium, and once again, just a beautiful night. And big time score right down the field. Jordan Johnson takes it down the field to his favorite hookup a couple times. John Campbell hits him twice, once for a touchdown. Also, Sprague alum Jeff Wiesenhouse makes a catch as well, a big catch to set up the touchdown. And now the South squad getting ready to kick off to the north. It'll be John Campbell kicking off. And he boots this one to about the 15, and that is going to be bobbled in and out of the hands of Hayes Garrity. Garrity will pick it up, and he's still on his feet, and he'll finally get wrestled down at the 15-yard line. So the North squad will start out at their own 15-yard line, and we'll have to see who comes in to play quarterback for the North squad. But once again, a nice drive by Jordan Johnson to set up his South squad. We told you it's going to be a pass-heavy game. We're going to see a lot of throws in this one. They averaged about 42 pass attempts the last 4 years in this game. And we're going to get a lot more of that today.
Yeah, 3 first downs on that last drive, 4 passes, 4 completions.
And it'll be number 7, Jordan Perry, the 6'3" quarterback out of Central Catholic, in the shotgun for the North squad. And Perry will take it, and he will hand it off. And that's to number 20. That's Mikkel Smythe. And Smythe is still on his feet across the 25 out to the 30-yard line. So a good carry by Mikkel Smythe. And that's going to be a first down for the North squad. So the South starts it out going in the air. And first play for the North squad, they go onto the ground.
Yeah, and there you see a huge hole.
Yeah, lots of running room right there for Mikkel Smythe. And it looked like he might have been able to get some more yards, just kind of tripped up and bumped into one of the South squad, and that was enough to bring him down. So at the 29-yard line now, it looks like Perry will go from under center, and they're going to go in kind of a broken eye set for him here.
Yeah, 14 yards picked up there on that first down run.
And that's a fake handoff. No, it is a handoff to number 17. It's going to end up being a pass. That's to Will Story. Story throws it up, and that's going to be incomplete. A dangerous pass by Story. We've got flags down on the field. Will Story, of course, did play quarterback for Lake Oswego this season, led him to the playoffs. But he was a receiver before that, so not really a pure passer, but somebody that's a good athlete. As he tried to lay that one up there, it just wasn't to be, and we'll have to see what the flag is.
Yeah, dangerous pass there by Story.
Defense, 15 yards, automatic, first down.
All right, so that'll be a pass interference. Not a good play right there by the South squad, as he just kind of threw that one up in the air. All you got to do is get up and knock it down. Instead, a little bit of contact, and that's going to be a first down for the North squad.
Yeah, an underthrown ball there, and the North was lucky to be bailed out by that pass interference call.
All right, they're going to go 4 wide, and it looks like Perry will go from the shotgun again. And he is going to drop back to pass and throws a bullet in there. That's number 11, Steven Nelson. And Nelson makes the turn, and he's going to be just short of a first down. So a good pass right there of about 9 yards from Perry. And, of course, Steven Nelson, he is from Beaverton. A 6-foot, 185-pound receiver. As we see the rollout by Perry here on the replay, and a good pass out to Steven Nelson, makes the catch, and it's going to be second down and short. Always fun to see these games where there's lots of passing, and these teams can't blitz each other, so
yeah, expect to see it all night.
Yeah, you're going to get an opportunity to see these quarterbacks really throw the ball. As Perry goes from under center, and he'll just whip back again and throw this one out. And it is caught out there. That's number 10 this time, Kenneth Acker, an athlete from Grant, plays quarterback, wide receiver, and defensive back. And that'll be enough for a first down, and they're in South territory.
All the way down to the 35-yard line.
And it will be a 1st and 10 here for the North squad. So,
18-yard pass there.
Yeah, a lot of short passes, it seems like, so far for the North squad, as we saw the South kind of look for some deeper passes, and Perry's just been happy to snap the ball, and his receivers are turning, and he's just throwing them right to them. They're getting some nice 6-7 yard gains on each pass. So here we go again. Perry, he'll look and he'll hand this one off this time. And that's number 20, Mikkel Smythe. Smythe makes a couple moves, but he's going to go nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose a couple yards on that one. So good defense there by the South squad. has just had nothing going right there. As we get a look at the replay, and I couldn't tell who got him. I think it was 74, and that's a James Atoy. And James Atoy is a big boy, not meaning that to rhyme or anything, but he's 6'7", 325. James Atoy is definitely hard to get by if you're a little running back like a Bean is.
Yeah, has a scholarship to play at the University of Washington next year.
Or excuse me, not a Bean. I'm thinking Michael Smythe. Michael Smythe, 5'10", 185. So that's a little smaller than 6'7", 325. Here's Perry back to pass from the shotgun, looking deep down the field, and he's going to pass this one, and that is tipped and almost intercepted out there. And a great play by number 31, Ryan Sunday, a 5'9" corner from Crater to get in between that pass that was intended for Kenneth Acker out there. And just good defense by the corner out of Crater. Kind of a dangerous pass right there from Perry. Was almost able to sneak it in there. Just good, better defense right there by the corner.
And that'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Now, obviously a passing, obviously we're gonna have passing here. Won't have any blitz, so Perry will have an opportunity to at least find a man open. And here's the snap. He's looking, he doesn't have much of anything, gonna roll out to his left now, still looking. Uses a stiff arm, he's still up. Now he's gonna throw it deep towards the end zone, and it is out there, intercepted at the 1-yard line.
Number 12.
And that is Connor Lynch out there from South Salem. Connor Lynch pulls it down at the 1-yard line. Interception by the South squad. We can't tell, I think there's a flag on the field out there. Oh no, that's just okay, there's a yellow mark right there where they're standing. Looked like a flag, so no flag on the play. And that is going to be 1st down for the South squad. A great interception right there by Connor Lynch, just kept his eyes on the ball. And that's a kid that played quarterback last year for South Salem.
Yeah, Connor Lynch, an all-around athlete, playing quarterback, defensive back, wide receiver. And there he shows his athleticism, skying for that interception.
Yeah, Connor Lynch, 6'3", 195, and here is a run. Oh, excuse me, it was a pass. I looked down at my stats and I looked up and I saw him taking off.
Looked like
number 1, John Campbell once again. So the hookup between Sheldon teammates once again. It's Jordan Johnson to John Campbell, and that's a good gain right there as they're out to the 25-yard line. So a gain of 24.
There you see Johnson dragging tacklers.
So we can already see what South's strategy is. They want Jordan Johnson passing it to the guy he passes the ball to a lot. That's John Campbell, as he's already caught the ball 3 times today. Campbell in the gun, and he's going to look to pass again. A heavy rush on him this time from the front 4, and Johnson's still on his feet. He's able to get just back to the line of scrimmage. So a good scramble right there by Johnson, as it looked like he was going to go down for at least a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, North defense did a great job of causing pressure on the quarterback, and he had to escape. Lucky to get back to that line of scrimmage.
And one player you got to look out for if you're Johnson is Owa Odigazua, who's playing on defense. That time, a bad snap from center, and Johnson's just going to have to jump on that one. That's going to be a big loss of about 15 yards there. Maybe a little less, about 13 yards. And so that's going to push back the South squad. Just not a very good snap from the center position right there. And I'm not sure if that's Gallegos or not, the kid from West Salem playing center. Have to look through my binocs.
Yeah, 13-yard loss there.
And of course, just a great crowd on hand tonight. Of course, they don't have to be standing out in the sun. They're all nice and shaded here. And man, unbelievable. A lot of people here today to watch this All-Star game, and just you couldn't ask for a better night to come watch it. Here's Jordan Johnson. He's rolling, and he is looking deep. He's got Campbell open. Campbell makes a catch. He's at the 30, the 20, and he is going to go all the way. Touchdown, John Campbell. Touchdown, South. And that was deep. That was from...
That's a 88-yard.
John Campbell had his man beat, and the South squad with another long bomb. And we were saying after that first possession where the South squad went down the field and scored, it looked like they were just going to keep on going deep. John Campbell got behind his men, and he just took off. A great catch. It looked like it was maybe just going to be out of his reach, and he was able to yank it in.
Yeah, Campbell shows a great burst of speed to catch up to that ball, and once he caught it, he was gone. Not a defender in the camera shot, as you saw there. And so South with the early lead, already up 13-0.
And Campbell will tack on the extra point. So with 9:37 left to go, hey, we got a lot of scoring on hand. Well, for the South side anyways, if they scored 14, North still looking to get on the board. And we'll be right back on Northwest Television Sports. Welcome back to Northwest Television Sports. Justin Hurl alongside Zach Louis-Tag. Beautiful night for high school football as we have the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star game going on, Zach. And once again, just a great crowd on hand, a great night for football. And it's going to be a high-scoring night as we've already seen from the South squad. They put 14 points on the board in just their first 2 possessions. The North squad almost got a touchdown as Perry looked deep, but he was intercepted at the 1-yard line by Connor Lynch. And the South squad, I got to tell you, they are really looking sharp right now, especially the teammates Jordan Johnson and John Campbell.
Yeah, Jordan Johnson, the quarterback for this South team, already with 170-plus passing yards.
So he's on the game already tonight, already looking like he might be our player of the game. Here is the return by number 1, Hayes Garrity, on the outside for the North squad. And he just gets wrapped up. A nice tackle out there by number 23, Michael Bibby. Michael Bibby, a 6'3", 225-pound linebacker from North Eugene, will be attending Oregon State University next season.
So South's offense will take over with the ball on the 24-yard line.
Of course, we're missing a couple people from this game. One of the top players in the state, a recruit from the University of Oregon, actually already a commit, I should say, Curtis White, was supposed to play in this game, but he is either injured or just not able to participate. So we still have Oa Odagazua out there as he's playing on the North squad, but he'll be on defense more or less. And here is Perry back in to play quarterback, and there's a fumble on the field, and look who it is coming up with it again. It is Connor Lynch from South Salem.
Now there's a fight down there. Connor covered it at first. Let's see if he comes up from the bottom of the pile with it.
And yeah, it was. Or no, did they say? Oh, they said, oh, wow. I can't believe we'll have to take a look at the replay here. Ball just gets booted out. And that was Acker once again.
And there you see Lynch had a hand on it, but it squirted out, and this North team, was able to cover it up. And a lucky break there.
So the North squad will keep possession, and yeah, you're right, a lucky break indeed, because the way the South squad has been passing the ball, they would have had good field position. Here's Perry back to pass, and that's another catch out there, and that is, you can see the number waiting for them. Okay, number 3, and that is K.A.O. Jan out there. K.A.O. Jan, 6'2", 180 pounds from Clackamas, making his first catch of the evening.
And that'll be enough for a first down.
And you can see what the North squad is just trying to do. They're just running little 5-6 yard out routes and just having to get their guys turn around and sit and wait for the ball. And Perry's doing a pretty nice job of finding them. It's when they're getting those longer yardage situations, and it seems like the North is having a little bit more of a problem.
Yeah, they've had a couple dangerous passes and got away with the first one. The second one, Lynch made them pay.
Here's a handoff to number 29, Frederick Jackson. And Jackson not going to go much of anywhere right there. Jackson just kind of a smaller guy on this team, as he's 5'7", 160 from Benson. And a great job by the front line of the South squad. The front 4, remember, you can't blitz. And so those linebackers just have to sit back there. And it looks like one of the players involved in that was number 69, Brett Wallen from South Medford. And once again, it's going to be Perry in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers. And Freddie Jackson lined up to his left. And he'll drop back to throw this time. And the front 4 get him good pressure as number 90, Michael Bishop, just couldn't get to him.
Yeah, looking for his receiver, number 3 again, K.O. Jan.
Just not able to hook up that time. Or did he?
No, Jan was trying to skate the sidelines there and just couldn't bring the ball in.
So Jan drops the ball out there, and that's going to bring up another third down. This is the 3rd down and 8. We got 7:22 left here in the first quarter. South leads North 14-0. It's the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star game. Here's Jordan Perry out of Central Catholic, back to pass. He's going to look deep once again. He's got a man over the middle, and it's intercepted. This time it's Phil Tully from West Salem, and he goes down to the 40-yard line. So Phil Tully, another kid from the CVC, makes the interception for the South Squad, and that is Perry's 2nd interception of the game. And the South Squad will take over, and they have a lot of momentum if they've scored in their first 2 possessions of the game.
And there you see Tully just jumped in front of the route.
A great defense by Tully there as he just read Perry's eyes and at the last second jumped in front of that pass. And so that'll bring Jordan Johnson back out on the field. Oh, excuse me, it's Josh Yoder. So we have a new quarterback. I thought I recognized a new number out there. So instead that's Josh Yoder, and he is the quarterback out of Canby, 6'4", 205. And so Yoder completes his first pass of the game. That's going to be a 1st down for the South Squad, and they're already in North territory.
Yeah, that was 11 yards there to Weisenhouse.
And here's the fake by Yoder, and he hands this one off, and that is going absolutely nowhere. That's going to be a big loss right there.
Red all the way.
Just did not have anything going on there. And a great job by number 56 from the North squad, and that's Joe Lopez, 6 foot 240 pounds from Central Catholic on the tackle, and that's going to be a loss of about 6 yards there. So it'll be 2nd and 16 here for the South squad. It's not really a very good fake right there by Yoder, and he just stuck it right back into his running back's arms, and he was pulled down quickly. That's Sal Herrera that's in there. Yoder once again feeling the pressure, and he is going to go down. That's going to be the first sack of the game. But he will actually get a couple yards there, almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
Number 60 and number 34 for the North team led on that tackle there. 60 being Josh Wag, and number 34, Kyle McLennan.
Nice job by those guys. McLennan, not very big for a defensive lineman, only 5'6", 190 pounds. He plays for the 5A, or did play for the 5A champion Hillsboro team. Of course, the 6A champions were led by a couple guys we saw early in this one. The Sheldon teammates, Jordan Johnson and John Campbell. And here's Yoder back to pass. He's got a man open, but he just throws it too high. That was actually intended out there for Jordan Johnson, out there playing a little quarterback now. And him and Hayes Garrity having a nice little chat on the way back. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 17 for the South squad. They're going to bring out Connor Lynch to punt.
The first punt of the game we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, Connor Lynch did a good job of punting this year for South Salem. Also played quarterback. And so he will be punting for the first time. And of course, no rush coming at him, and he'll have all the time in the world to punt this one. Gets it up in the air, and it'll float out of bounds. So not the best punt in the world. It'll be out at the 30-yard line. So while the teams switch, we'll just go ahead and let you know about some of the other players that you're going to want to watch out for here tonight. We've named a couple of them already. Jordan Johnson, James Atoy, a couple of the big names in this one. Of course, Jordan Johnson in the Oregon 6A Offensive Player of the Year. Michael Bibby going to Oregon State. John Campbell, who was Jordan Johnson's main receiver. And then don't forget Major Harris, a good player from McKay, will be on the South squad. And we'll get over to the North squad in just a minute. Okay, we have a lefty out here playing quarterback now. This is number 14, and that's Logan Krelwitz. And Krelwitz makes his first pass out to Kenneth Acker, and that'll be close to a 1st down, just a yard short. So a 9-yard pass out there from Krelwitz to Acker. So Krelwitz getting his first action of the ball game. And Krelwitz is a lefty out of West Lynn, 5'10", 175. And we've already seen one of the players to watch from the north side, Jordan Perry, although he threw 2 interceptions on his 2 possessions of the game. Here is Krelwitz back to pass. Rolls out to his left, and he throws it down the middle, and a great pass out there by Acker. Acker makes a couple men miss. He's still on his feet. Acker's got room to go. He's got one man to beat, and he beats him. It's going to be a touchdown. What a play right there from Acker. That's Kenneth Acker with the touchdown, and a beautiful, beautiful play as the North squad finally gets on the board.
61 yards to Acker there, and Acker making a few men miss. A beautiful run to the house.
And it did not look like Acker was going to get that touchdown.
No, caught the ball about 30 yards out and made a few men miss. A couple great moves. And finally, this North team answers back with a score. 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
And the extra point attempt is, we're waiting for that. That is going to be kicked by number 55, it looks like. That's Saea Kofi. And Kofi puts it up and in. So with 4:25 left to go, the North squad is on the board. But South still leads by 1 touchdown. It's 14-7, and we'll be right back on Northwest Television Sports. And welcome back. We're at Hillsboro Stadium. Justin Herr and Zach Louis tag as we're with Northwest Television Sports, and we're here at the Les Schwab All-Star Game, the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star Game, and here is the kickoff by the North squad. We'll be taken out to just about the 30-yard line, and we're going to have a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play. 4:18 left to go here in the first quarter, and number 1, Hayes Garrity, going to get a little talking to here. Coaches are going to come over, and looks like he did something that probably wasn't right there.
Yeah, getting an earful from his coach.
Yeah, the white hat just took him right over to the sideline. We'll get the call here.
30 roughness on the North. 15 yards from the end of the play. First down.
So an unnecessary roughness call against Hayes Garrity there, and that is going to give the South squad 15 yards, and that'll put them in pretty nice field position here, as they'll be all the way up to the 44-yard line. So we'll have to see who comes back out and plays quarterback here for the South squad, as we have seen Yoder and Johnson, and it looks like it's going to still be Josh Yoder out there. Yoder will hand this one off, and that is Sal Herrera. Or excuse me, it's Cameron Abeen. Excuse me, that's Cameron Abeen out there making that run from Sheldon. Yeah, both have those green helmets, Sheldon and West Salem. So Abeen makes the run on the outside, and he just got brought down. A nice tackle from the North squad. That's Josh Wegg from Sherwood making the stop, and only a couple yards there for Abeen. It's just about 4 yards there, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. We're only going to give him 3 officially. And Yoder from the shotgun, he'll have 4 wide receivers, 3 split out to his left, and now he's going to move Abeen out there as well. And this is going to be a screen pass, and it's dropped out there by Abeen. Bean's running backwards. That was going to be a pass. That was going to be a pass play from Abeen, but Abeen never had the grip on it. He should have just picked it up and ran with it. That's going to be a big, big loss there for the South squad.
Yeah, they're going to mark him down at the 31-yard line.
And he just couldn't get his hands under it, and he tries to pick it up, and he wants to throw the ball, but he's got guys running right down at him, and eventually making the tackle out there is number 19, Louis Calacerdo, a linebacker from Lincoln.
A loss of 16 yards there on that play.
So 3rd and 23 for the South squad, and Yoder's going to have to put this one deep in the air. He's got a man rushing him. Good block on the outside. Yoder's still on his feet. He's going to try and get most of the yards back, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, so 13 yards on the run, but not going to be enough, as the South squad probably going to have to call on Connor Lynch to punt the ball once again. So much for good field position, as Yoder's been on the field for 2 possessions here, and it doesn't seem like the South squad has really been able to move it. As we look at the replay here from Yoder, and he was trying to get out there, but 4 North guys collapse on him out there, and he just was not able to get through. So here comes the punt from Connor Lynch. And Lynch boots this one, and it'll be out there by Hayes Garrity, excuse me. And he's looking for some room to run, but not gonna have too much there. Just past the 20-yard line, they'll mark him down at the 24. So it seems like the North squad has really started out with some not very good field position. South squad has had a lot better field position in certain areas, but the last couple of possessions, Yoder just hasn't been able to get it going through the air.
Yeah, if you notice, both teams switched quarterbacks after those first few drives. North had a lot of success bringing in their secondary quarterback. 2 interceptions there by Perry. They took Perry out, and his replacement came in and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, Logan Krelwitz will not come back out on the field, so it'll be Jordan Perry from Central Catholic in again. And Jordan Perry at 2,100 yards and 27 touchdown passes this season. He'll hand it off. And that'll be to number 29, Freddie Jackson, I think, once again. Yeah, Frederick Jackson gets the carry.
And number 71 with the tackle, that's David Avery.
So Avery is able to crash in there and pull him down. Also in there to make that tackle was number 24, Major Harris. So the first time we've called the 6'2", 228-pound senior from McKay. Or I guess they would all be graduates now, right? School is out for the summer. I'm sure all you kids are happy about that. Jordan Perry back in the shotgun, and he's going to look to pass this one, and that's been his favorite target all day over there.
Yeah, Kenneth Acker.
Yeah, Kenneth Acker once again from Grant making the catch.
And he'll be real close to that first down marker. Yeah, they won't even measure, they'll give it to him, so a nice pass and catch there.
So yes, it will be a first down, and we've got just about a minute left here in the first quarter. And of course it was South Salem getting on the board early. Jordan Johnson had 2 touchdown passes to John Campbell, his teammate and favorite target, before North was able to get on the board. A beautiful pass from Krelwitz, but an even better run by Kenneth Acker for the touchdown. Here's a pass on the outside from Perry to number 3. That's Kaeo Jan once again making a catch. That's his second of the game, and that'll be about a 7-yard gain right there.
Yeah, nice throw there. And he was taken out of bounds. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And Kaeo Jan is going to be going to Western Oregon. He's a first-team All-League in the Three Rivers Conference. A lot of these guys sticking around here locally. A lot of them heading to Western Oregon, Linfield, Oregon, Oregon State. Jordan Perry, the quarterback in right now, will be heading to Northern Arizona. So kind of a look at some of the quarterbacks and some of the players that we're seeing, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout. So the North squad didn't really look like they liked what they saw, though. So with 46 seconds left, we have a timeout on the field, and we'll step aside as well. It's the South Squad 14, the North Squad 7. We'll be right back on Northwest Television Sports. After a quick timeout, we are back at the 6A 5A Les Schwab All-Star Game, and want to welcome you to Hillsboro Stadium. Once again, just a beautiful night, great crowd on hand, and 14-7 score right now, so we got a good game underway. 46 seconds left here in the first quarter, 2nd and 2 for the North squad, and we've got movement all over the place. Kenneth Acker about 10 yards down the field already, and it's going to be a false start against the North squad. That'll push them back 5 yards. So from a 2nd and 2, it'll be a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, someone forgot the snap count there.
Some of the other guys to look out for, we already talked about some of the South squad. And the North squad, we've talked about Oa Odagazua, pretty much the #1 player in the state of Oregon. He'll be attending UCLA. Also have Will Story. We talked about him. He'll be going to Oregon State, an athlete. Kenneth Acker. We've seen a lot of Kenneth Acker tonight. He had a great touchdown run. Here's Perry as he throws this one out, and a good catch out there by, once again, there's Will Story right on cue making the catch. That's going to be a 3rd down and 1 coming up.
Yeah, and a good story about Odagazua. Actually has to report to UCLA next week. They gave him an extra week so he could actually play in this game here.
Well, that's nice of Neuheisel.
Yeah, very nice.
So just about 15 seconds here. I wonder if we're even going to get a playoff here to end this quarter. I think we'll probably try and get a snap off, but Jordan Perry looks like he may just waste the clock, and yeah, they will. They'll waste the clock. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter from Hillsboro Stadium, as we've got a very entertaining game underway. So make sure you stick around all 4 quarters. There's going to be a lot of scoring in this one. At the end of one, it is the South Squad 14 and the North Squad 7. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter on Northwest Television Sports after this. All right, hope you're ready for the start of the second quarter, because we're about ready to get underway. Jordan Perry under center for the North Squad. It is the South Squad 14 and the North Squad 7. We're at the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star game from Hillsboro Stadium. Justin Herr alongside Zach Louitek on Northwest Television Sports. And a pass out to Kenneth Acker. And Acker, makes the catch on third down. That's going to be enough for a first down. So we will have the moving of the chains here, and it'll almost put the North Squad into South territory. They're just going to be about 4 yards short of the 50.
Yeah, and Acker's been the go-to receiver tonight, really keeping this North Squad in it. And Perry doing a nice job coming back in here. Had 2 quick interceptions early in the game. Took him out for a drive, maybe settled his nerves down, and putting together a nice drive here for this North team.
And so, yeah, Perry, after those 2 interceptions early, will look to get his team, well, he'd like to get his team on the board. His team is already on the board, but he'd like to get one too. Here's another pass to Acker, and you can already tell this is his favorite target. Acker with another first down, and that's going to be a gain of just about 16 yards there.
And why not throw it out to Acker? Seems like he catches everything his way. Good hands.
And Grant, and he's Acker from Grant. Here's the rollout here, and a nice pass. And Acker is going to be attending Southern Methodist University. As it seems I've lost my roster here. It's a little windy up here all of a sudden. It's not windy down in the field though. It's probably pretty hot down there. Jordan Perry, and he'll fake the handoff here right up the middle. A nice fake handoff by Perry, and that'll be a nice gain right there as well. That'll be about 15 yards there from Perry.
Yeah, great run by Perry.
And we do have some stats from the first quarter. I'd like to thank the staff here at Hillsboro Stadium for getting us some stats. Leading the way for the South Squad through one. In the passing category, Jordan Johnson 5 for 5, 168 yards and 2 touchdowns. For the North Squad, Jordan Perry has 49 yards, 6 for 10, but 2 interceptions. Logan Krelwitz 2 for 2 with 70 yards and a touchdown. Leading receiver is Kenneth Acker, 4 receptions for 90 yards and a touchdown for the North Squad. Here's play on the outside, and that's going to be a run.
Number 20 again, Mikkel Smythe.
So Mikkel Smythe gets the run out there. And that'll be a short gain, maybe about 5 yards there from Smythe.
Yeah, good pickup on first down by Smythe. And the North team's doing a good job of mixing up their play calling. We both expected to see a lot of passing tonight, but North has done a good job of running the ball as well. Maybe those 2 quick interceptions changed their game plan a little bit.
Yeah, as we have a 2nd and 5 now. And Perry back to throw, looking towards the end zone. He's got a man open, and it's almost intercepted out there again.
Great play by number 10 for South. That's Kyle Wright.
Yeah, 6'1" linebacker out of Thurston High School. And I just needed it. If you could have maybe got both hands on that, might have had an opportunity to intercept that.
Yeah, and good job getting his hand up there, though. That was a touchdown-saving breakup.
So this will bring up 3rd and 5 now for the North Squad. Man, what a beautiful stadium. I've never actually been to Hillsboro Stadium before, but a beautiful stadium out here, and I can't say it enough. I mean, just an absolutely gorgeous night for an all-star football game. Here's Perry looking to scramble, and he is not going to go anywhere. A great job by number 71, David Avery, 6'3", 210 out of West Albany. He's the man that pulls down Perry.
Yeah, number 24, Major Harris, came in to finish him off there.
Yeah, and that'll be a loss of about 3 yards there, so no, actually only a loss of 1. Probably lost a couple more yards than that, but they'll mark him up at the 20-yard line, so it'll be a 4th and 6 now here for the North Squad. And you're not going to see a field goal in this game. They're going to go for it. They've had real good success with those short passes early in this game. We'll have to see if Perry just goes ahead and hits Acker here on a little out route.
Yeah, lone backfield with Perry standing in shotgun there, so you know it's going to be a pass.
And we're going to get tight coverage on Kenneth Acker. And Perry will roll to the left side, looking towards the sideline, and he throws it too low. That's going to be incomplete. That'll be a turnover on downs. It was intended out there for number 17, Will Story, but Story just couldn't come back to the ball to make the catch. Not the greatest throw by Perry. And once again, turnover on downs.
Yeah, Story did everything he could to get his hands under the ball. You'll see here, but just an underthrown ball and couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, it was slipped a little bit when he was trying to come back. I don't think it would have mattered anyways, as that ball was going right for the turf. Now, of course, forgot to mention the head coaches here tonight. Head coach for the South Squad is Marty Johnson from Sheldon, and head coach from the North Squad is Ken Ingram. He's from Hillsboro.
And there, a great pass by Jordan Johnson. Hits his receiver in stride there on the sidelines.
That's John Campbell. And so hooking up with Campbell now. So Johnson once again comes right back in there and goes right back to work to his favorite target. And that'll be a gain of about 5 yards there. And so that'll push it up to about the 25-yard line for the South Squad. Jordan Johnson really looks confident. He'll be attending University of Montana next season. And he'll fake the handoff, and Johnson will take this one himself. Tries to spin out of a tackle, and he'll end up going down. Ball is out, but he was already down.
Looked like number 42, Nelson Franks, with the tackle.
And in at running back this time was Kyle Brown, a 6 foot, 195-pound running back out of Bend, was lined up right beside Johnson. And the fake went to him, but Johnson decided to keep it on his own.
Yeah, and there we saw it was number 42, Nelson Franks, doing a great job of getting penetration there on that play. And shut down the quarterback, really couldn't go anywhere.
10:30 left to go here in the second quarter. 14-7 South with the lead. And all of South's scoring came early in this one in the first quarter, about the first 6 minutes of the quarter. And here's Johnson back to pass, and he gets hit, and it's almost intercepted. There's Nelson Frank again with almost the interception, but Perry just was not able to get it going. And dancing down on the sideline is Owa Odagazua, the big man that's going to be ended up going to UCLA, the #1 prospect in the state out of David Douglas.
And Odagazua is fired up there on the sidelines.
And now he's really pumped that Neuheis will let him stay behind. Great play by Owa. Getting a hand on the ball, getting a hand on Jordan Johnson.
So we'll see another punt from Lynch here.
And Lynch will boot this one high in the air. A better punt than he had last time. And it'll roll out of bounds across the 45-yard line. It'll be marked out at the 43. So the North Squad will take over at the 43-yard line. We'll have to see who they decide to stick in at quarterback this time. Yeah. Kenneth Acker has done a good job playing a wide receiver, but he's also a quarterback. I'll be curious to see if they give him an opportunity to get a couple snaps.
Yeah, we saw Krelwitz come in for the only score of the game here.
And it is going to be Krelwitz again. So Logan Krelwitz is back into the ball game to play quarterback.
Yeah, Perry has been doing a good job at quarterback for this North team, but Krelwitz is the only one to score, and so there we see him back in the game.
And he's looking deep down the sideline, and great defense out there by number 34. We're going to end up getting a flag. It looked like he might have tugged on him a little bit. Corey Hagen's out there playing the defense.
Yeah, both players looked like they were going for the ball, but there was some contact.
Ball was intended out there for Steven Nelson, and it was pretty close, as it looked like maybe might have just gotten the hand on him out there, Hagens.
And here we'll get to see a replay, see if we can see any interference here.
And I think it was just the left hand. He had a little contact with the left hand.
Had a first down.
And it was a good play right there by Hagens. Just got to try and keep the contact to a minimum, and it just wasn't able to there.
And that's the second pass interference called on this South team so far.
And that will stick the North Squad in South territory. So Logan Krelwitz, he's come in, he's done a good job in this game. As we said, he was 2 for 2 with 70 yards in that touchdown to Kenneth Acker, and most of that was Acker right there after he made a huge run after the catch.
Yeah, it really did.
Krelwitz back to throw again. His man slips, and it should have been intercepted.
And it was intended for Acker again.
Yeah, there's Solomon Helms out there, 6 foot 185 from Mountain View. Should have had the interception, but just was not able to pull it in. And the intended receiver out there slipped for Krelwitz. And so lucky for the North squad, that one falls incomplete. Nothing but a lost down right there.
Yeah, that'll bring up 2nd down. Yeah, and they're happy to just have a lost down there. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line. 10 minutes left to go here in the 2nd quarter. And Krelwitz will actually have a running back standing beside him this time. And that looks like it's going to be Frederick Jackson again. And it'll be a pass by Krelwitz. He looks down the middle, and he's got a man open. I can't believe it. What a beautiful catch right there by number 6, Taylor Goodling. Goodling, 6'2", 185 from Southridge. And
I don't know if we're going to get to see a replay on this. He had 2 receivers right there in the area.
And he had 2 defenders as well. Stuck it right between them. Oh, yeah. Just a beautiful pass right there by Krelwitz. To see his man there, number 27, Solomon Helms, was on the coverage. He made the tackle. So that'll be a 1st down for the North squad, and they're looking to tie this ball game up. Krelwitz has really been impressive in this game so far.
19-yard pass there.
Krelwitz from the gun, and he will actually hand this one off to Frederick Jackson this time, and Jackson's going to maybe get about 2-3 yards there on that run. As you know, you don't have the linebackers blitzing, so it's going to be a little tougher to run, unless you get some really good holes from your offensive line. As we see Frederick Jackson just following a couple guys, but there you have a defensive lineman just waiting right there for him.
Yeah, they'll give Jackson 3 yards on that.
And I think that was number 57, Connor Kurskella. It could have been number 97, Cody Rick. Just saw the 7 on the back of the jersey. And so Connor Lynch is out there playing defensive back for the South squad. He had a pick earlier. Maybe he'll look for another one here, but instead it's going to be Logan on the rollout, and he is still on his feet. Oh my goodness. Look at Logan Krelwitz, but he's finally going to be brought down. A nice run by Krelwitz. So he'll get about 4 yards there.
Number 7, Josh Weaver with the tackle, finally taking him down.
You saw Connor Lynch playing the safety back there. He was kind of right in the middle of the field. Looked like he was almost playing kind of a rover position there. He was just trying to scout out where Krelwitz was going to go, but Krelwitz instead, you see here on the replay, just pulled it down and took off, and he almost made something out of nothing. And a tackle out there by number 2, Phil Tolley, finished him off.
A lot of running from how much yards he picked up. But
yeah, so 3rd and 2 now. 3rd and a long 2, I'd say. It's probably more or less 3 yards here. And it's going to be an eye for him. This is a big eye for him right here. It's going to be a handoff. That'll be number 20 right there. That is Mikkel Smythe. And Smythe has enough for the 1st down across the 10-yard line to the 9. So 1st down for the North squad. And they really seem to be a little bit more methodical than the South squad. South has just been going deep, trying to throw the ball down the field, but it looks like Ken Ingram, head coach of the North squad, just kind of wants to get things going first before maybe he tries to go deep a couple of times. He's done a good job getting 1st downs and keeping his team moving.
And we'll see a different formation here. 3 running backs in the backfield.
Yeah, it's a big eye formation right there.
And 3 running backs.
And that is going to be Mikkel Smythe again, and Smythe runs it in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run by Mikkel Smythe, and that ties up the ball game. Actually, I got to wait for that. Extra points got to come. It's 14-13, excuse me, so the North squad gets within 1.
9-yard touchdown run by Mikkel Smythe, and would not be denied. We saw that big eye formation there, 3 backs in the backfield, and they did a great job along with their linemen making a huge hole. Smythe basically walking into the end zone before he was touched.
And here's the kick. They can just take all the time they want to line up that extra point. Oh, and he missed it. Oh, he had all time to hit it, and he missed it. So Score will stand. 7:33 left to go here in the second quarter, and because of the missed extra point, the South still leads North 14-13. We'll be right back on Northwest Television Sports. Well, you see the score, 14-13. South leads the North. 7:33 left to go as we get a great shot of the scenery around here from Hillsboro Stadium. I'm not sure what mountain that is. I'm hoping it's Mount. I was gonna say I'm hoping it's Mount Hood. I've got Ken yelling in my ear. It's Mount Hood. Come on. Look, here's the kickoff, and it's going to be run up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, interesting sequence of events there. The receiver had the ball hit his hand, tipped up in the air. Lucky to have another player come down with it, and actually picked up some good yardage at the end of that return.
I knew it was Mount Hood. I was just testing you, Zach.
Yeah, and I would have failed there.
A beautiful night here at Hillsboro Stadium. Justin Herr alongside Zach Luitag on Northwest Television Sports. The 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star game.
And we have
it's going to be Yoder. Yep.
Yeah.
Josh Yoder again from Canby in the ball game to play quarterback for the South squad. And he is just floating back. He's finally going to have to let go of this one, throws it out of bounds. And so that'll be an incomplete pass for the South squad.
Actually, that was Jordan Johnson in there. Both thought it was a...
Oh, yeah, that's my fault. Excuse me, because Yoder's 15. So, yeah, Johnson's still in the ball game. It's my fault right there. So Johnson floating back, and he just had to chuck that one up in the air, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 10, 7:18 left to go here in the second.
Yeah, and this South team's really been struggling after those first two drives. Really not much defense in their way. Scored with ease, and now this North team really stepping up on the defense, but nice pass and catch.
Yeah, that's out to number 8. That's Jacob Ziegler, 5'11" from Crater. He's making his first catch of the game, and that'll be about a 5-6 yard gain there for Ziegler on a pass from Johnson. It looks like maybe the South squad might want to take a little bit of notes from the North squad, maybe start doing some of those short passes, because the North really got themselves back into this ball game, just kind of short passing down the field, and South has kind of been looking for that home run the whole entire time. And maybe they'll decide to shorten it up a little bit.
Yeah, worked in the first half, but this North team's tightening up the reins.
And here is Jordan Johnson back to pass, rolling out to his left. He's got nowhere to go, and he's just going to have to try and run out of bounds. Finally does.
Forced out by number 1 for this North team.
That's Hayes Garrity, and I got to tell you, he's got to watch out. You can't be shoving the quarterback like that. You're getting out of bounds. He's already been talked to once by the referee. It's an all-star game. Come on.
Yeah, I can't even blitz the quarterback.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna go with a hit out of bounds. So he's still out of bounds, and you see Hayes still shoving him out of bounds. Hayes definitely a a high-intensity player out there.
And they're going to go for it here on 4th and short.
So Johnson back to pass, and just a little short pass. It's going to be out to Phil Tolley, and Tolley makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down on a pass of about 4 yards. So Tolley makes the catch, first down. That's his first catch of the ball game. Oh, it's not. It's John Campbell. Excuse me. Phil Tolley, number 2. I should look at these rosters. So number 1, John Campbell. That's Jordan's favorite target out there, teammates.
Yeah, we see why, and a gutsy call there, 4th down and short, and they throw the ball. But when you have a receiver like Campbell and a quarterback like Johnson.
Yeah, with teammates that really trust each other, it makes sense. I guess you might as well go for it, huh? Jordan Johnson now will hand this one off, and
great pursuit.
Number 3, Salvador Herrera, 5'9", 180 from West Salem, gets the carry. And
big number 56, Joe Lopez again with the tackle. And we've seen Lopez in the backfield tonight doing a great job on that defensive line. And Lopez is not a very big defensive lineman at all. Coming in at 6 foot, 240.
And that's about a half-yard loss there for Herrera. And they're going to give him basically a loss of nothing. They had to move the stick back about a half a yard. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the South 39-yard line. 5:30 left to go here in the second quarter. That South squad, just look at it, get something going. I mean, we were talking about it. They really looked good in the first couple possessions in the second quarter, but they've really kind of been stagnant since then. Here's Johnson back to throw, and he's looking to the sideline, and good defense right there. That's number 8, Colin Foreman, 5'11", 180 from Westview, as he just read that pass. Might have had an opportunity to intercept that if he would have gotten to it just a bit sooner.
Yeah, you really said it. We're going to see it here. Great timing. Got there right as the ball did, was able to break up that pass.
And that can be kind of the problem with looking at one target too many times is you might have a guy jump that route, and right there, Johnson was just lucky that Foreman didn't jump that route on Campbell and take that one the other way.
Yeah, you know, North coach Ingram has got to be telling his players, watch Campbell.
Yeah, for sure. So here we go on a 3rd and 10. Been tough for South to move the ball here in the second quarter, and another pass out there to Campbell. That'll be enough for a first down. So, hey, 3rd down and long. Go to your number 1 target. That's an 11-yard pass play and another first down for the South squad. It'll be at the 50-yard line.
And we were just talking about it. You know Ken Ingram's got to be telling his team, watch number 1, Campbell, and again, Campbell gets the ball and picks up a first down.
Yeah, that time Foreman just playing a little bit too far off of him and just wasn't able to recover on that play. Campbell made a nice catch on the sideline, getting both feet down. And he only needs to get one. It's only high school, not in the NFL yet, but still able to get both feet down, make a good catch for a first down. Johnson will fake the handoff. He's going to run this one himself this time. Has a nice hole on the outside, and we're going to get a hold call. Thought I saw something in the line of scrimmage, and that will negate that 11-yard run play.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We got to see Johnson's speed there.
And our referees here tonight, head referee is Kevin Swanson, and in just a second we're going to get the play from him. Umpires Nathan Hellwig, linesman Anthony Pereira.
Holding, offense, 10 yards, repeat, first down.
And there you get the call. Line judge is Tim Stamets, side judge Mike Baker, field judge Eric Watson, and back judge Jerry Borsberry. There's our referees for today. 5:01 left to go. 1st and 22 now for the South squad after that holding call. Pushes them back 10 yards. Actually a little bit more, about 12 yards there, as it was from the spot of the foul. Here's Johnson faking the run. Now he's going to throw to Campbell. He's got him up the middle, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So, hey, heck with the holding call. We'll just throw it right back to Campbell and get a first down. That's going to be a gain of about 24 yards.
Yeah, great pass and catch there.
It was a nice little fake. You saw the fake by Johnson, just fake like he was going to run, then step back into the pocket and gunned it in there to Campbell.
And you got to love an athlete like John Campbell, not only athletic like we're seeing tonight, great hands, great speed, but he's also an intelligent player. Campbell having a partial scholarship to Harvard next year. So you see his athleticism.
He's probably a lot smarter than us combined.
I
guess that doesn't take much.
No, no.
Here's Johnson with the pass behind the line of scrimmage, and this is going to go out to number 5. That's Cody Smith getting his first action. 6'1", 185 out of Canby. That's going to end up being a run play right there, as it was tossed behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, gain about 7 there on the run play. And we see Smith getting the run. Tried to get forward after he was tackled, but the knee hit the ground. And so that'll bring up a second down and short, 2nd down and 3 here.
And a nice pickup, but something the South team is doing right here, and it's good thing they are running the clock. So doing a nice job of putting together a drive and not only marching down the field, but chewing up this clock.
And there's another pass, and this time it's out to number 8, Jacob Ziegler. So Ziegler making another catch in the game. That'll be enough for a first down on a gain of about 6-7 yards. So like we said, we're seeing a lot of passing in this ball game, not a lot of running. I think the North squad has definitely rushed quite a bit more.
And something you mentioned earlier, Justin, the South team seemed to be going for the long bomb, and now they've settled themselves down.
Yeah, and here's Johnson once again. He's going to take off, and he'll get tackled after about a gain of 6 yards on the run. So just kind of being methodical down the field now as the South squad is, I think you're right. They're trying to waste a little bit of time and then take a 21-13 lead into the halftime. They don't want to give the North squad enough time to get another touchdown on the board.
Yeah, and instead of just throwing the ball up there, they do have some athletic receivers, as we've seen tonight, but instead of just throwing the ball up there and letting their players try to go after it, they're throwing a shorter pass play in here. They're also running the ball more, and it's quite effective in this drive.
So here we go with Johnson. He drops back, and he's got Odigazua on him, but he was able to get the pass off, and it is dropped in the end zone. Wide open in the end zone was number 5, Cody Smith. He was looking for his second catch of the game, and he can't get any more open than that. But Smith not able to hang on as we get a look at the replay. Odigazua, a little bit of pressure there on Johnson, but Johnson still makes a great throw.
Yeah, in and out of the hands.
Surprised he didn't go to Campbell there. Campbell was to the left, and he was wide open as well, too. And Campbell's just been complete sure hands all game so far.
Yeah, someone needs to check those gloves after the game.
Here's Johnson. He's back to pass. Doesn't have a lot. And he's got Odigazua trying to run him down. Makes him miss. Still on his feet. And he's finally going to get tackled as Owa combines with number 55. That's Saia Kofi. So Owa Odigazua and Saia Kofi. Try saying that 5 times fast. Making the tackle on Jordan Johnson. That's going to be a big-time loss there of just about, I'm trying to figure out the loss on that's about 13 yards there at least.
And that highlights the athleticism of Odigazua coming from the backside of the field. He created that pressure and didn't give up on the play after he missed the initial tackle and finally took him down. And we're going to have a timeout here.
2 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. 14-13 South with the lead. We'll be right back with more action on Northwest Television Sports. Well, it's been an entertaining first half from Hillsboro Stadium. Justin Herr alongside Zach Louis Tag on Northwest Television Sports. It's the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star game. It's again 14-13 the score. South with the lead. Here's a 4th and 22. Johnson looking down the field, looking towards the end zone. Oh my goodness, it's caught for a touchdown.
Wisenhouse.
4th and 22. Jeff Wisenhouse from Sprague makes the catch. What a play by Johnson.
38-yard pass and catch.
I don't know how Johnson saw him. He was floating back. It looked like he threw it off his back foot.
And a great job evading that pressure.
Hey, he didn't have a very good leverage to throw that one, but chucks it down the field. And there's Wisenhouse making the catch. And that's a touchdown for the South Squad. Wow, what a play by Johnson. You can see why he was named the 6A Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, an impressive throw there. Like you said, really didn't have his footing.
And the kick is also good. John Campbell sticks it through. 21-13 now with 1:53 left to go here in the first half. We'll be back after this on Northwest Television Sports. After a great touchdown pass by Jordan Johnson, our score 21-13, 1:53 left to go. A beautiful night here at Hillsboro Stadium. You can see just the stadium packed with people on this beautiful night for football. Okay, short kick there. I was kind of I was in the middle of talking, and then all of a sudden the football gets kicked off and drills some guy right in the helmet. It kind of made me stop and think for a little bit there. Not the world's best kickoff there, but it'll do.
Number 17, Will Story, finally received that on.
I'd like to see one of those get kicked off one time to stick right in the face mask.
That'd be great.
So the North Squad takes over. Not a lot of time left to get something going here. 1:49 left here in this first half as they're trailing 21-13. And let's see who's in to play quarterback this time. It looks like we have number 7 in there for the North Squad. Jordan Perry in there still. And Perry's first pass is incomplete, intended out there for Will Story. I just could not hit him there. Yeah, as Will Story, it looked like he was open, but Perry just a little bit wide on the throw as we get the replay here. And South Squad getting some pretty good pressure from the front 4. That's Perry wide on that throw. And, you know, I'm a little more surprised. I thought we'd see a little bit more offense in this one. It is 21-13. Still, you know, a pretty good scoring game so far, but with the no blitz rule, I thought we'd see a little bit more offense. It just seems like some of the quarterbacks have had a little bit tough. Some of the quarterbacks have had a tough time getting going. Here's Perry to his favorite target, Kenneth Acker, and Acker just making moves everywhere. And I'll tell you what, Acker is really going to fit in at SMU next year, Southern Methodist, as June Jones, the coach there. He likes to throw the ball up and down the field all over the place, and he's got a kid like Acker that can make moves out there. That'll be a good get for SMU. Acker makes another move, makes a man miss. Good stiff arm right there on the outside.
Yeah, Josh Weaver with the tackle.
Cheerleaders getting into it as well. We also have all-star cheerleaders for both squads. And looks like we're going to get a stoppage of play. They're going to measure this one. This is our first measurement of the day. So we'll have to see if this one is a first down or not. It would be a 3rd down and 1 if this wasn't a first. It looked like it was fairly close. They had to get to the 38-yard line, and I think he just got there. Can't see that the ball is on the near sideline. And some of the North players in the way. It looks like he's going to signal. No, he is going to signal 3rd, so that must be very short.
Yeah.
He picks it up, and I can't tell. That's only a couple chain links. I mean, that is close.
Yeah.
We'll get a better look at it when head referee Kevin Swanson sets it down.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about 3rd and an inch.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that is going to be close. As they might as well just go ahead and give it a quarterback sneak here, you'd think. But the North squad's got to get something going. With 1:37 left, they can't afford to go 4th down and out here. With 21-13 being the score, they've really kind of struggled to get points on the board. The end of the first quarter, they were able to score, and then in the second quarter, they were able to get on the board as well. But it just kind of seems like Perry, when he's in there, has been kind of struggling.
Yeah.
The better of the two quarterbacks so far has been Logan Krelwitz.
Yeah, it really doesn't seem like Perry's been able to hit his groove.
And here is Perry, and he's going to pass it out to Acker. A good pass to Acker. That'll be enough for a first down. So a quick little short pass to Acker for the first down.
Yeah, that's a good way to get your quarterback feeling like he's, getting better into his motions.
Yeah, I mean, he made a short. Go ahead. He made a good read right there, and Acker was just sitting wide open. All they needed was 1 yard, and they got that yard right there. Perry will drop back to pass, and he's going to look a little deeper this time, and he's got a man open. He'll make a nice catch out there. That's number 13, Tamir Polk. Tamir Polk making his first catch of the game, a 5'8", 160-pound kid from Jefferson. So the first catch for Tamir Polk of the ball game.
And he picked up 8 yards.
So Perry, he's got his team moving pretty well right now, actually.
Problem is the clock continues to move, and there is now just under a minute here left in the second quarter.
And here's a pass out to Acker, and a great hit out there, but a nice job to hold on by Acker. Number 31 for the South, Ryan Sunday from Crater, putting on the hit. A 5'9" corner. We mentioned him earlier in the game, but a good hit right there as we get another look at it. Great form right there on the tackle, and he's able to take down Acker. Acker was able to get pretty good yardage right there.
Yeah, picked up the first down. Did a nice job of stretching out there at the end of the play.
Yeah, hard to hold on to that ball while he's getting hit, but you're really seeing the athleticism of Kenneth Acker here, as he's been one of the big stories in this game so far, making a lot of catches. They fake the throw to him. Now Perry's looking deep down the field, and he'll just dump it off. And a great throw right there by Perry, this time making a good little fake. And he'll throw that one to Will Story. And Story is pulled down at the 24-yard line.
About a 22-yard pass by Perry.
And we only have about 30 seconds left to go here. And, well, actually, I didn't see a timeout on the field. And there's a flag. They must have picked it up pretty quick. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see the referee standing by. I was like, wait, don't even see it. Standing right in the shadow of one of our referees out there. It looks like it's going to go against the North squad because they've already backed up. And it will. We'll get the call here.
Illegal forward pass. The quarterback was beyond the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Lost it down.
Yeah,
5 yards from the spot, second down.
I kind of was wondering about that because Perry was up there pretty far when he threw that. He had Acker wide open. Hey, we're going to get a timeout. So 30 seconds left to go here in the second. We'll step aside. Well, it looks like it's going to be a pretty quick timeout. No, they're going to go to the sideline. Okay, we'll step aside. 30-second timeout, 21-13. We'll be right back on Northwest Television Sports. And we're back on Northwest Television Sports, the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star Game. I'm Justin Herr, alongside Zach Louis-Tag. 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. It's 21-13 South with the lead over the North squad.
And with only 30 seconds left, you think they're going to take a couple cracks at the end zone here, down a score?
Well, 2nd and 15, they're going to have to do something. Here's Perry rolling out again, and he's going to keep this one, and he is going to get drilled right there. And he got hit pretty hard, and he is down on the field. He can't be feeling good after this one. We'll get a replay. Yeah, that looked like that probably didn't feel too good.
Yeah.
He got wrapped up by 2 guys right here. We'll get a look at it. Yeah, from the top and bottom, number 46 was involved in that tackle. That was Lucas Corder, 6'2", 210 from Roseburg. And we'll go ahead and we'll step aside for the injury break right now. 16 seconds left to go here in this first half. South leads North 21-13 on Northwest Television Sports. And Jordan Perry being helped off the field right now, as it looks like he might have twisted a knee or something, being very ginger.
Yeah, not something you want to see in an all-star game, especially not for your quarterback.
Yeah, it looks like his left leg, he looks like he's putting pressure on his right, but his left leg looks like it might be bothering him a little bit. And so Perry will come out. And yeah, that means we're probably going to see Logan Krolwitz back in the ball game.
And you never want to see an injury, but this may be something that could help this North team. Krolwitz again scoring the only passing touchdown for this North squad.
And I just hope Jordan Perry is okay. He's going to be going to Northern Arizona. Here's Krolwitz rolling out, looking for somewhere to go with it. He just lobs this one deep in the air, and it is going to be knocked down by number 14. A lot of white shirts out there. Number 14, that's Jordan Johnson, the other quarterback. He's out there weaping that one down. So a good job, and that will bring us to the end of the half. So Logan Krolwitz just trying to get it up there, get it close to the end zone, but Jordan Johnson wheps it down. At the end of the first half, our score is the South squad 21, the North squad 13. When we come back, we'll have the start of the third quarter on Northwest Television Sports.
Searching the Northwest to bring you the biggest variety in sports. Northwest Television Sports brings you the rejoicing of victory, the frustration of defeat, the drama of competition. This is Northwest Sports.
And welcome back. We're getting ready for the second half of the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star Game on Northwest Television Sports. I'm Justin Herr alongside Zach Louis-Tag, and we've had a very entertaining game so far. South leads the North 21-13, and let's go ahead and take a look here at the stats. As in the first quarter, it was South all over the place as Jordan Johnson found John Campbell, his teammate and favorite target, twice in this game, as the South side went up 14-0 early.
Yeah, they did a great job of that pass connection there. Campbell and Johnson all in the first quarter, and then the North's defense really stepped up, slowed them down, weren't able to get on the board again until the end of that second quarter.
And then the North squad came right back and scored 13 points. 13, I say, because an extra point was missed, so it was 14-13. And then right before the half, a fourth down play, 4th and 22, and Jordan Johnson goes deep to Jeff Weisenhouse, who makes a touchdown catch, and there we have our score of 21-13. All right, here we go. Second half is now underway as the South side kicks off to the North, and Hayes Garrity, out there to make the catch on the return, and he's going to get brought down at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like number 31 for the South team with the original hit. That's Ryan Sunday.
And I'm trying to see if I can see Jordan Perry out there. Just before the end of the half, Perry was helped off the field with what looked like maybe to be a sprained knee. As we see one of the other injured quarterbacks, Henry Furman, standing on the sideline. He was from Lincoln. He was injured. That's why Logan Krelwitz is on the team. So looks like Logan Krelwitz and Kenneth Acker, the only quarterbacks left. Here is a toss play on the outside, and this is Mikkel Smythe, and Smythe with a good run right there as he gets pulled down at just around the first down marker. Just going to be a bit short, and they'll give him about 9 yards on that run. So Mikkel Smythe with a good run on the outside. As we get a look on the replay, good cutback there, and gets pulled down by big old number 74. That's James Atoy. If you can't tell, he's the one that is humongous. 6'7", 325. You cannot miss him out there on the field.
Yeah, great first down run there, and picked up the first down. And again, we're going to see this power I formation.
And here's a handoff from Krelwitz to Mikkel Smythe again. And Smythe is going to get brought down, does a bit of dancing, and he'll get brought down just past the 40-yard line at about the 41. So a gain of about 3-4 yards there by Smythe.
We'll take
a look at the replay.
Yeah, looked like just about the same play as that touchdown run down here in the end zone.
Smythe almost loses it. Didn't see that on the field, but you get a look at that on the replay. Nice job just to be able to hang on to that one.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for North.
21-13 our score. South over North here from Hillsboro Stadium. Beautiful night for high school football. Here's another toss out to Mikkel Smythe. Smythe gets across the 45-yard line, close to the 50, and we've got family members of Mikkel Smythe sitting right below us, so you get a big cheer every time he touches the ball, and a pretty nice run right there.
Yeah, Smythe really close to the first down marker. It looks like they have him just short. And so North comes out of halftime and they run the ball 3 straight times, having some good success on the ground. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, you're right. 3rd and very close there.
And it's going to be the 3rd straight play where they line up with this 3-back lineup.
And Krelwitz under center. I'll have to see if he tosses again. No, he'll just hand this one off to Smythe. Smythe makes a man miss, dives the overhead, and then was able to get the first down there. So he was close to not getting it, but that lunge at the end was able to get him enough yards for a first down.
Number 90, Michael Bishop, with the takedown for this South team.
So here we go, 1st down and 10 now. 12:44 left. And we'll go over some of the, I haven't mentioned any of the assistant coaches from some of these teams. When we get a chance, we'll give you some of the assistant coaches. All the assistant coaches are basically head coaches at other programs, and some you may know.
And again, sticking with this 3-back lineup, having some success with it. Why not?
Here's Mikkel Smythe on the run again, and Smythe, a nice hole, and he's going to get through, and he'll get about 8 yards right there. So Smythe with a nice run.
Solomon Helms with the tackle, number 27 for South.
And let's take a quick look at the North coaching staff. Chris Knutson, assistant coach, he's from Centennial. Anthony Stodmeyer from Jefferson Catholic. Diallo Lewis from Grant. Brad Mastrud from Southridge. And Matt Geske from Lake Oswego. That makes up the North squad. And we'll take a look at the rest of the South squads. Of course, the North head coach is Ken Ingram from the 5A champion Hillsboro team. And we'll take a look at the rest of the South coaches in just a minute.
And we were talking about at the beginning of the game, this no blitz rule really going to play into the hands of the offense, throwing the ball. But all we've seen from this North team coming out of halftime is all runs. And why not? If they can't stop you, just keep running the ball down their throat.
And here's Smythe again. And Smythe looks like he got enough there for a first down. It'll be close. I think they're going to give it to him. They may measure it, but I think they'll give it to him. They do. It's a first down for Mikkel Smythe. We get a look at the replay there. Nice little cut by Smythe. He's got good footwork, but just pulled down. A good tackle right there.
Michael Carrillo, number 11.
And let's take a quick look at the South coaching staff. Of course, the head coach, Marty Johnson from Sheldon, the 6A champions. John Beck from Crater High School. Sean Stanley from West Salem High School. Andy Cotting from the Dallas High School. Lane Johnson, he's an assistant coach at Sheldon. And then Mike Doty, coach at Canby. And we're going to get more running here as that's in that I form. And once again, a couple big blockers right there. They'll give it to the fullback this time. That's the big boy, number 55.
And the ball came loose at the end of the play.
And it is loose. You are right. And the South has recovered. It's Connor Lynch again. Connor Lynch all over the field. That was almost his second fumble recovery. Already has an interception in this game. And so Connor Lynch from South Salem comes up with the fumble. And we'll take a look at this replay. And it just gets punched out. I couldn't see the number of who punched it out.
46. It was number 46. Big Lucas Corridor
from Roseburg. So Lucas Corridor sticks his head down, and Saea Kofi on his first attempt
and
fumbles it.
North looked like they were trying to get a little tricky there. Kept running that three-back lineup, kept handing the ball to Mikkel Smythe. Finally, they handed it off to the fullback, and the fullback just couldn't hold on to it.
Here is Yoder out to play quarterback now. He'll pass it out to Sal Herrera. Herrera's got some room on the outside, and I'm going to have to make a little bit of a, that's not Herrera, that's Kyle Brown. Excuse me, I thought I saw the number 3, Kyle Brown. So,
and I hope we get a replay here. That almost looked like a broken play.
It's Kyle Brown on the run.
And the interesting thing there, Brown came up to get it looked like the quarterback was expecting to hand the ball off to Brown there, went out for a pass, and it actually worked out in their favor. But really looked like a busted play there.
So a first down for the North squad, or for the South squad, excuse me, and they are now in North territory. I do have the halftime stats, and we'll get you some of the halftime stats when we get an opportunity. Here is Yoder. He fakes the handoff, and he'll take off to the left side. He's got some room. He's got a first down and more. Lowers his head, still on his feet, and he'll finally get pulled down after what looks to be about a 15-yard gain. All right, real quick, let's take a look at some of the stats from the first half. As we look at the passing stats, leading the way for the South squad, Jordan Johnson, 262 yards, 3 touchdowns. Josh Yoder, 1 of 2. He had 11 yards. Passing side for the North, Jordan Perry, 96 yards on 12 of 19 passing. Logan Krelwitz is 3 of 5 with 89 yards and a touchdown. Mikkel Smythe leads the North squad with 34 yards on 5 rushes. Josh Yoder leads the South with 13 yards on 2 rushes. We'll take a look at the receiving leaders after this play. Yoder in the shotgun. Once again, you can really see the contrast in style these two teams want to play. As here's another handoff, and this all of a sudden, a lot of running in this game and a big hit right there. Oa Odegazua involved in that one, as is number 9, Jack Goodwin for the North squad.
And I also think I saw number 56, Joe Lopez, in there again. So a gang of tacklers from North doing a great job of colliding on the ball.
The leading receiver so far for the South side, John Campbell, 7 receptions, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns. For the North side, Kenneth Acker, 9 receptions, 129 yards and a touchdown. So really a couple receivers doing a good job. Jeff Weisenhouse also has 3 receptions, 82 yards and a touchdown. All right, second down and 10 here for Yoder. Yoder finds John Campbell, and that will be a gain of about 7 yards there. And so that'll bring up about a 3rd and 3 here for the South squad. Just about 9 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And I want to remind you that you can catch some other great games on Northwest Television Sports this upcoming fall when football season comes around. Roseburg and Sprague will be one of the games. Also West Salem and Sprague, and a bunch of McNary games on Northwest Television Sports, so make sure you catch that. Here we go on a 3rd and 3 now. And Yoder talking to his halfback, Kyle Brown there, giving him instructions. Now he yells out to his wide receiver. And he will take the snap and fake the handoff, and he'll keep it, and he'll have enough for a first down. Nice play by Yoder right there to fake the handoff. Just go right up the middle and get a first down, about 5-yard gain.
And it seems like South's starting to take a page out of North's playbook. There you see quarterback Yoder running the ball. And
Odegazua there once again wrapping him up. And here's another play, and this is time it's going to be Kyle Brown. Kyle Brown still on his feet, and a good run by Kyle Brown as it looks like he's all the way down to about the 7 yard line. Excuse me. I think that's a first down.
Yeah, look at this hurry up offense this South team's employing, already up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go.
And you see on the replay, number 60 Josh Wagg and number 28 Michael Clanathan in on the tackle.
Another handoff right up the middle.
Another run. And this time it goes to Kyle Brown again. So Kyle Brown, the 6 foot, 195-pound kid out of Bend, getting a lot of rushes here.
Yeah, and this
the Bend Lava Bears, one of my favorite nicknames in all of Oregon high school sports, I gotta say. Here is a run up the middle, and it's not gonna be enough to get into the end zone. Kyle Brown again.
Yeah, that South team playing the hurry-up offense, really not letting the North get a chance to catch their breath.
I think he got 1 yard on that one. It was a second and 4. They say no gain, but it looks like it's pretty close to the 3 yard line.
And so the South team's done a good job of running the ball on this drive, but it's 3rd down and 4. You think they're going to stay with the run here?
I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a fake to the halfback quarterback run. Here it is. There's the run on the outside by Yoder. He dives in and he's in. Touchdown. A 4-yard touchdown run by Josh Yoder. And that is going to give the South a 27-13 lead. And the North squad does not like that call. They said he did not gain. Look at the replay right there. Great job, great camera work as you see the ball sneak right across the plane of the end zone. And that is a touchdown.
Yeah, nice call by Coach Hurd up here. Fake handoff, quarterback sneak, and he got into the end zone. Nice call on 3rd down and 4.
So a 4-yard touchdown run by Yoder.
And on the extra point attempt, there's a flag down.
And we'll have to see as legal procedure on the South squad, so they're going to have to back up the extra point attempt. And so we'll have to wait and see if, I think it's John Campbell kicking this. We'll have to see if John Campbell can get it.
And you know that's got to be disheartening for this North team. Did a great job of coming out of halftime, running the ball down South's throat, and a costly penalty, or a costly fumble, excuse me, by the fullback. Gave possession to the South team, and they capitalized.
And so Kofi missed that, or fumbled it, and South was able to recover, and they went down the field and scored. All right, that's going to do it. The extra point is good by John Campbell. And South squad looking good right now. 7 minutes left to go here in the 3rd from Hillsboro Stadium. South leads the North 28-13. We'll be right back on Northwest Television Sports. Well, the South squad has blown this one wide open, 28-13, as they get the first score of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to Hillsboro Stadium. I'm Justin Herr alongside Zach Louis-Tag at the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star Game. And the South squad kicking off to the North squad, and a great boot right there by John Campbell into the end zone. Means the North squad will have to down it. It's pretty much if you go across the end zone in high school football, it's an automatic down, so they got to go to the 20-yard line. And so the North squad got to get something going. That running was working for a little bit there. Last time they had the rock, and just a fumble by Saea Kofi, and the South, they made them pay.
Yeah, it came out in that 3-back lineup. Ran that basically the same set for about 5 plays. Finally tried to throw in something tricky. Instead of handing it to the running back, handed it to the fullback, and it was costly to him.
Instead, they go back to the shotgun formation, and a good throw by Logan Krelwitz as he hits number 6 Taylor Goodling, and that'll be a first down for the North squad. So a good-looking throw by Logan Krelwitz right off the bat, and first play of the drive, they move the sticks.
Yeah, nice job by Krowitz, picking up where he started off in that 1st quarter.
Yeah, things starting to cool down out here tonight at Hillsboro. We had a beautiful, beautiful start to this game. Sun was shining, it was nice and warm. And here we go from Krowitz on the outside and lowers his head, takes a good shot right there.
Yeah, number 32.
And number 97, Cody Rick, also involved in that one.
Yeah, 32, Cody Easton.
Yeah, Colby Easton and Cody Rick. Yeah, Cody Rick, both of them in there on the tackle. And number 46 there, also Lucas Corder, lowering his head a little bit.
Yeah, so a nice pickup of 6 yards, but the quarterback paid for it a little bit. The North team's already had a quarterback injured in this game.
Yeah.
Got to be careful.
Yeah, only 2 more on the roster. Logan Krelwitz back to toss.
And great time.
He can't find anybody now. He throws the ball off of his back foot. Oh my goodness. Intended out there for Will Story. And what a throw by Krelwitz on his off foot. Bombs that one down the field, and I thought Story was going to catch that one. If he did, he had nobody in front of him. He would have took it to the house.
Yeah, great protection for Krowitz on that play.
28-13 our score here in the third quarter. 5:50 left to go. It's been an entertaining game so far. It was a very entertaining first half. We really thought there was going to be a lot more scoring in this one, especially with the no blitz rule. But actually, the South's defense has been really stagnant, really tough for the North squad to get by.
Yeah, it's third down here, 3rd down and 4, and they're going to throw.
And Krelwitz on the outside, and that's caught by Io Jan.
And it looks like he may have been just short. It's going to be close here.
We'll have to take a look, and I think he is short. I think you're right. He's about a yard short. So this is going to bring up a 4th down and 1 situation. And last time this happened, or last time, didn't they brought in Sophia Cohen to run it, or Saya Kofi, and he wasn't able to get there. We'll have to see what they decide to do here. Yeah, Coach Ingram has a decision to make.
Yeah, still third quarter, but this is a pretty crucial play here, down 2 scores. And the South did a great job of chewing up that clock the last time they got the ball.
And they'll bring in their speedster in the backfield. That'll be Frederick Jackson. And he's a quick one back there, the 5'7" kid out of Benson.
Yeah, going again with that 3-back lineup, getting those 2 big blockers there in front of him.
And they will toss it out to Frederick Jackson. Jackson on the outside looking for the corner, and he got there. Just the burst at the end was able to get him the 1st down. It looked like he was going to be stopped short. A great job in pursuit by the South. But Jackson just a little too quick. As we take a look at the replay here, yeah. Lucas Corder trying to chase him down. Also number 10, Kyle Wright, trying to chase him down. In the end, neither of them could get him for the loss of down. Michael Bibby also there trying to prevent him from a 1st down. Nice job by Frederick Jackson, though.
Yeah, just able to turn up the field at the last second. Running towards the sideline, needed to turn it up, and he just barely did. And they picked up the 1st down, so it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 44. Clock continues to run here in the third quarter, 5 minutes, 13 seconds.
And they'll go right back to the shotgun formation. Try and get something going here. Here is Logan rolling out, and he's got guys all over him. Just chucks this one in the middle of the field.
Good pressure.
Dangerous, dangerous pass right there. Lucas Corder was all over Logan Krelwitz.
Yeah, and he came from the backside of the field, as you see there.
Yeah, good speed by Corder to get there, and a dangerous, dangerous pass right there by Krelwitz. As that one looked like it might not fall incomplete. I thought it was maybe going to be intercepted.
Yeah, and that's something that the North definitely can't afford at this point in the game. Down 2 scores. They really need to get something going here.
Yeah, already 3 turnovers for the North squad in this game tonight, and it's hurt them. Every single one of those turnovers has hurt them, except for one.
And so this time Krowitz under gun.
And he's going to toss this one out. That'll be to number 17, Will Story. And Story makes another grab, and that'll be a gain of about 5 yards there, 6 yards. And that'll be about halfway. They still need about 4 or 5 more for a 1st down. They'll mark it at a 5-yard gain. And so it'll be 3rd and 5 now. So the North squad just trying to eat up a little bit of yards at a time, get themselves a good short opportunity on 3rd down. This is going to be a little bit tougher here, but I'm sure if they can get close here on this 3rd down, they might go for it again on 4th.
And he's in shotgun. He will throw.
And a lot of pressure right there. It was a screen pass set up beautifully to Mikkel Smythe, and Smythe has enough for a first down. A beautiful screen pass set up by the North squad, and that's the first time we've seen, well, actually second time we've seen the screen tonight. South squad ran one in the first half. That's the first time the North has, and a great job, Mikkel Smythe getting the first down. Good stretch at the end of the play.
And again, Lucas Corder with the tackle.
So Corder's been all over the field. We did have the halftime leaders in tackles for the South side, Ryan Sunday, and for the North side, it was Kyle Lane. Logan Krelwitz in the gun, and he will hand, oh yes, he will hand this one off. Good fake right there. He got me faked out pretty good. As Frederick Jackson on the carry, and he'll get about 5 yards there.
Yeah, nice pickup by Johnson on first down.
Yeah, great fake by Krowitz, and we get a look at the replay, and Jackson takes that one up for 5 yards. That was a great fake. Coming up on 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this third quarter. 28-13 our score. The South with the lead. Of course, the South is in the white, North in the blue. Here is a handoff to Frederick Jackson again, and number 97, Cody Rick, pulls him down from behind. Cody Rick, once again, 6'1", 215 from Klamath Union.
Did a good job of making the tackle in the open field, as you'll see here again.
Just dragging him down.
Great pursuit.
Yeah, Frederick Jackson is quick, but just not quick enough to get away that time.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get to the corner. If he got to that corner, he would have been able to show his burst of speed. We've seen it tonight.
Another 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and 6 here for the North squad. You saw the score on the screen, 28-13, South with the lead.
Yeah, it's the third down of this drive.
Here's Krelwitz back to pass, and he lobs this one in the air again to Story. He had Story wide open, and he just overthrew him. Story is not happy. Thought that one should have been on target.
Yeah, and we've been hearing Will Story's name quite a bit tonight. Going to Oregon State next year. He was the 2008 6A state championship player of the game.
Yeah, Will Story, a good player out of Lake Oswego. More of an athlete, plays some linebacker, also played quarterback this year. In 2009, he played wide receiver, and so he's been all over the field, and he knows what to do out there.
Yeah. 2008, he was selected to the first team all-star defensive team as well.
Yeah.
So he can do it on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he'll not sure what he'll play at Oregon State. I've heard he may play the linebacker position. Be interesting to see. He's a very good athlete. Here we go. Logan Krelwitz rolling out, looking for somebody, looking for his man. Oh, he's got him. I didn't even see him standing along the sideline. That was Taylor Goodling. Just kind of blended in with the rest of his teammates standing out on the sideline. And it's like, hey, I'm wide open. Give me the ball.
And did a great job, as you'll see here, posting up right along the sidelines, a yard past the first down marker. And they will pick up the first down. That's the second fourth down play they've gone for on this drive. They picked them both up.
Yeah, so the North squad moving pretty good down the field. Logan Krelwitz, Comp Collective under center, and they've done a good job of mixing up their runs and passes. So here we go with a 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. And Krelwitz will hand this one off to Frederick Jackson. Frederick Jackson high steps, looking for some room on the outside, but he goes the wrong way. Reversed his action a little bit there, and he ends up getting pulled down.
That was number 27, Solomon Helms, with the initial contact.
And Helms has had a good game so far, as we've called his name quite a bit. And Solomon Helms ends up pulling him down. Number 10 was also in on the play. That's Kyle Wright, 6'1", 195-pound linebacker out of Thurston. Was able to get his hands on him as well, but of course you saw Solomon Helms was the one that ended up with the tackle. Minute 45 now to go here in the third quarter, and we're going to get that I formation with the big fullback in there. And that is Saea Kofi once again.
And I don't expect to see the fullback getting the carry much more tonight.
No, it'll be Smythe again, and Smythe is wrapped up after a gain of about 4 yards. So Mikkel Smythe has gotten quite a bit of carries here tonight. It'd be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see at the end of the game, you know, what team handed the ball off more. Obviously, I think it's, for right now, it's going to be the North squad, but if the score stays the way it is, you've got to think the South squad might think about running the ball a little bit more in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, especially if they can stop North from getting a score here. Up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. I definitely expect them to run the ball, chew up that clock.
I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen Krelwitz go to Kenneth Acker that much. Acker was a big target in the first half, and he hasn't really got much of anything this half, and that's not going to be the play that the North wanted right there, as Mikkel Smythe gets pulled down for a gain of nothing.
Yeah, interesting call to hand off the ball there, 3rd and long.
Yeah, but they've had pretty good success on 4th down, and so we'll see him try it again as Krelwitz comes to the sideline to get the play from Coach Ingram.
Yeah, and it's still only the 3rd quarter, but you know they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They have to. High-powered offenses for both of these teams. You can't go into the 4th down 2 scores.
And they are just going to go ahead and let this one wrap up. There's only 5 seconds here left in the 3rd quarter. All right, 1 quarter left to go from the 5A or 6A 5A Les Schwab All-Star game. It's the 63rd anniversary of this game, and we're here at Hillsboro Stadium. Our score after the 3rd quarter: the South Squad 28, the North Squad 13. We'll be back with the 4th quarter after this on Northwest Television Sports. And we are back at Hillsboro Stadium on Northwest Television Sports. Justin Herr alongside Zach Luitek at the 6A 5A Les Schwab All-Star game. Our score: the South Squad 28, the North Squad 13. All right, here's a 4th and 6 for the North Squad, and it's not going to go anywhere. Krelwitz back to pass, and he just couldn't get anybody open. A good rush by the South Squad, and he goes down. We'll see who got the sack right here. And we're going to give it to number 24. That's Major Harris, the defensive end, 6'2", pounds. Hey, how about that? 6'2", 220 from McKay on the tackle. Major Harris, a good athlete. Has I was always really impressed with him when I did the McKay games. A very good player. So that's going to be a turnover on downs for the North Squad. They had to get something going on there. I mean, you know, you're not going to kick a field goal from there. You're not going to punt it. You might as well go for it.
Yeah, number 69, Brett Wallen for South team was shaken up on that play.
All right, we'll have to keep an eye on that, as it looks like Jordan Johnson is back in playing quarterback, and he's going to take off on his own, and he'll get shoved out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain. So Jordan Johnson back out on the field for the South Squad. And so far, I'd have to say that either him or John Campbell are the player of the game, or heck, I'd almost put them as co-players of the game right now, the way that both of them have played.
Yeah, and I'd expect to see a lot more running from the South team. Up 2 scores, 4th quarter. Expect them to chew that clock up. The quarterback was forced out of bounds there. So it did stop the clock, but again, and they will throw it.
Yeah, Johnson looking to the outside. Is that his man once again? Yes, it is. John Campbell once again making a catch, and a good catch right there by Campbell as he got thrown out of bounds. The clock will keep running. Just got the stats from the 3rd quarter. Mikkel Smythe, 13 carries, 71 yards for the North Squad. For the South Squad, Josh Yoder has 5 attempts for 39 yards. Passing, Jordan Johnson, 278 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jordan Perry, as we said, he was injured at the half, only 96 yards. Logan Krelwitz has 127 yards and a touchdown. We'll get to the receivers in just a second. After this play, Jordan Johnson in the gun, 3rd and 4. And he's going to take off. He's got room to the outside, and he's makes a man miss, still on his feet, and he was across the 50 a while ago. Finally gets shoved out just around the 35-yard line, 36-yard line is where they'll mark him. That's a 1st down for the South Squad into North Territory.
And I'm sure if you talk to him, he'd give his lineman credit there, as you see a huge hole.
And just tried to get over the last guy, and the man that ended up pushing him out was number 33, Ian Perkins, a 5'11", 170-pounder from Jefferson. All right, the leading receivers, John Campbell, 8 receptions, 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jeff Weisenhaus, 3 catches, 82 yards, a touchdown. For the North Squad, Kenneth Acker, 9 for 129 yards and a touchdown. Here is a run from the South Squad. And I couldn't see exactly who got the handoff there. And I think it was a Bean. I can't see the number right there on that one.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was a bean there.
Let's see who's at running back now. It might have been, yeah, it was, yeah, Kyle Bean is back in at running back. So Kyle Bean got the carry on that one. It's maybe a gain of a yard. Here's Johnson again on the run, and he's fumbled it. Ball is loose, and who recovered it? Joe Thomas caused the fumble. Or Joe Lopez, excuse me. Joe Lopez causing the fumble, but the South squad is able to hold on to it. Whew, lucky for Jordan Johnson right there. We take a look at the replay, and he got by, but a nice job by Lopez. He stuck his arm in there and was just able to poke it out.
Lopez has been all over the field tonight on defense.
Yeah. So a 3rd and 4 coming up, and Johnson will throw it this time. And he's got a man wide open along the sideline, and that's going to go for a touchdown.
Guess who it is?
It's the man, John Campbell. A 30-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Johnson. And the South squad is starting to run away now. Great pass on the outside.
Yeah, and Campbell did a good job of getting away from his man.
We'll take a look at the replay. Good pump fake as he was dropping back by Jordan Johnson. And that got number 25 to bite. Number 25, Kyle Lance from Reynolds, just couldn't keep up with Campbell.
And so South is now up 3 scorers, looking to add on the extra point here.
And the extra point is up, and it is good. So John Campbell catches a touchdown pass and then comes through on the extra point. With 12:35 left to go here in the 4th quarter, the South really looking strong now. They lead the North 35-13. We'll be right back on Northwest Television Sports. And once again, you can see the sun peeking through the clouds a little bit here at Hillsboro Stadium. We had a little bit of a shaded area, but the field lightening up a little bit more now, and looking good out there. 35-13 our score, 12:35 to go. There is the a look at the South All-Star cheerleaders. We got a look at the North All-Star cheerleaders a little while ago. They're in the blue, of course, because the North is in the blue. Makes sense, right?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. So
here's the South ready to kick off, and Campbell sent one to the end zone last time, and this time it's deep again, and Kenneth Acker will have to catch this one in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the North squad will have to take over from the 20-yard line again.
And Justin, what can the North team do to get back in this game? They're down 3 score here, only 12 minutes left here in the 4th.
I think you got to be a little more aggressive if you're the North squad. The last couple possessions, they've done a lot of running with the football, and it seems like maybe Coach Ingram just doesn't know too much about Logan Krelwitz. Maybe he doesn't have enough confidence in him. I'm not too sure, but they've got to start throwing the football. Only 12:35 to go. You're down by 3 scores. You got to get something going right now. So we'll see if the North squad can do that right now. Yeah, Kenneth Acker is playing quarterback now. So instead of out there to catch the ball, Acker will be in. And that looks like Major Harris down there coming in to sack Kenneth Acker. And it is Major Harris. Once again from McKay in there. Here's the replay. Acker with nowhere to go.
Yeah, Acker, a great athlete, but needs to get some help from his offensive line there.
Yeah, number 56, Caleb Kuhn, 6'3", 240 from Canby, was also involved in that play.
Yeah, 4 defensive players in the backfield there, and Acker really couldn't get anything going.
And it's going to be kind of difficult, you'd have to think, for this team without Acker playing quarterback or playing wide receiver, but nope, yeah, it was only going to be 1 play. So Logan Krelwitz is back in to play quarterback. He throws, and a nice pass down the middle. That's Will Story, and Story takes a pretty big hit right there.
Connor Lynch.
Yeah.
But a great pickup.
Yeah, good throw right there by Logan Krelwitz.
20-yard pickup.
And he just fired that one there. Will Story making the catch. And I don't think it was Connor Lynch. That was number 7 actually on the tackle. That would be Josh Weaver, 5'11" from Roseburg. Nice tackle by Weaver. So Krelwitz gets his team a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. 11:25 left to go here in the 4th. And he will hand this one off. That's Mikkel Smythe again, and Smythe up there for about a 6-yard gain. That'll set them up with about a 2nd and 4 from their own 41.
And that is an effective play there on first down, but that clock continues to move. Down 3 scores. Like you said, I think they need to be a little bit more aggressive here.
And one thing that's really hurt the North squad today, the 3 turnovers, 2 of those turned into touchdowns. And you take away those 2 scores, and we've got a 1-score game. So, you know, this game could be a lot closer, but the North has had a hard time holding on to the ball with a fumble and 2 interceptions. Logan Krelwitz going deep, and looked like his man got held up a little bit out there.
Yeah.
It was intended for Steven Nelson, and Nelson just got caught on a defender, just wasn't able to get out there. Krelwitz kind of lofted that one up in the air. Another dangerous pass, though, from Logan Krelwitz.
Yeah, got to take some risks at this point, though. 3rd down and 4 here, 10 minutes, 40 seconds, clock stopped. Down 3 scores. They're still in their own territory, so the North has to put a drive together and put it together quick.
Yeah, like you said, 3rd and 4 from their own 41-yard line. And Krelwitz will look to try and do something here. He's going to tuck it and run, and just a nice job. Number 23 of the South squad, Michael Bibby, the future Beaver from North Eugene, makes a great tackle. Great eyes on that play as he saw Krelwitz taken off right away and snuck up there and pulled him down.
Yeah, like you said, good eyes there. Did a great job of closing quick. Looked like there may have been some room for quarterback Krelwitz to run. But South's defense closed quick, and it looks like they're going to punt the ball away.
Now, it was a gain of nothing right there, and South's defense has really been strong. So it will be a punt here coming up for South, for North, excuse me. And a good kick out there, and it's going to be fielded. That's number 21.
And there's a fumble.
That's Cameron Abeen, and Abeen puts it on the turf. We also have a flag on the field. And if the North pick this up, that would be a big, big break for the North squad.
Yeah. It really would be. They need something like that to get back in this game.
As the replay shows number 10, Kenneth Acker, knocking it out from behind. So a good play by Kenneth Acker. We'll have to see what the flag is.
We still haven't seen a call on the field, possession or what the penalty was.
I think what we're probably going to get is some sort of block in the back or hold call against the South squad. So if it's a fumble and it goes over to the North, we'll find out right now.
And from what it looks like, South's offense is on the field.
And they did recover. So we had a block in the back against South.
So not only do they recover, but they actually advance the ball on the penalty. So North ends up punting the ball, and they will take over on possession inside the 15-yard line. A huge break for North.
No, South has the ball.
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
okay.
it was a block in the back. South recovered the fumble. And so it'll be South ball from inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So still, you know, North, if they can get something going here and stop the South squad, they might come up with some good field possession out of this. And it looks like we have Yoder in again at quarterback. So Josh Yoder in at quarterback. And I think a Bean lined up right now. It's not a Bean, it's Kyle Wright. Or Kyle Brown was the running back out of Bend, and we're going to get a timeout. It looks like people were a little confused out there. 9:45 left to go here in the 4th quarter. It's all South. They lead North 35-13, and we'll be right back on Northwest Television Sports. And we're back on Northwest Television Sports, 4th quarter action of the 6A 5A Les Schwab All-Star game, and we are going to get a run out of Josh Yoder right up the middle. And Yoder of the South squad will take it across the 20-yard line to about the 21 on first down. And that'll give him a gain of just about 6 or 7 yards there. And we are now, we're under 10 minutes left to go in this one. North's got to get it going. You can tell right now that the South is just going to try and run this one, run out the clock a little bit. It'll be 2nd and 3 here. So, you know, another couple runs, and he'll probably get a first down here. We'll have to see if Yoder keeps this one himself or hands it off to his running back, who is right now Kyle Brown, number 9.
Yeah, and this gives North a chance. They know that the South team's going to be running the ball a lot. They got to put more men in the box, shut down this.
And it will. Oh, go ahead.
Shut down these running plays and get the ball back.
It will be Kyle Brown on the run right there, and he's not going to have a first down. He'll be awfully close, though. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 after the 2-yard gain. As we get the replay right there, Brown being tackled by a gang of blue shirts.
And so if the North can shut them down here, it'll be 4th down deep in South's territory. They will be forced to punt.
North cheerleaders trying to get the North fans going, pump them up a little bit. Hey, we can come back. If you're a cheerleader, you got to be peppy right the whole entire time, no matter what the score is.
And it'll be 3rd down and 1.
So a big play here for the South. They want to keep this clock running. They'll more than likely punt it if they don't get a first down here. And Yoder will take a high snap, and he'll keep this one himself. And he gets pulled down in the backfield. And a great play. And number 9 was number 9. Jack Goodwin.
And we're going to get a replay here. I think he was, it looked like they were going to fake the handoff, and the running back just ran forward, kind of left the quarterback out there hanging.
Jack Goodwin, the 6', 215-pounder from Clackamas, makes the tackle, and that'll bring in Connor Lynch to punt once again. So Connor Lynch will be looking for a good one, although he's looking right into the sun, so he's, you see him shielding his eyes over there.
7 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. This game's not over yet. There's a penalty flag down.
That was
though.
A pretty nice punt right there as well. And we have 2 penalty flags down on the field.
Two different penalties.
I almost wouldn't be surprised if we had a holding and a block in the back on the North squad. But we'll have to wait and see what the penalty calls are. But that is going to push them back at least 10, 15 yards.
Yeah, something that North cannot afford. Again, down 3 scores, only 7 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. 7 minutes, 21 seconds.
And it's got to be on the North squad. You see all the South players huddling up around the referees. And we're just going to have to wait for the call. I had 2 flags on the field. 7:21 left to go in this ball game. South leads North 35-13. We're coming to you from Hillsboro Stadium on Northwest Television Sports. Last year in this game, the North squad beat the South squad 32-14. So South trying to get a little bit of revenge here. And since 2000, each team has won this 5 times. So a little bit of history. First started in 1948. This is the 63rd anniversary of the game.
2 great coaches coming into this, head coaches coming into this matchup. The 5A champion,
Ken Ingram.
Yeah.
And then 6A champion Marty Johnson from Sheldon High School and Hillsboro, respectively. Did great jobs this season leading their teams to a championship. And I guess this looks like it must be on South, because they're going to have them repunt it.
And we haven't mentioned it much tonight, but South.
Okay. No, it's on North. It is on North. This is going to be a first down for the South squad. So it's a first down on the penalty. Holding penalty or something happened right there. I didn't look at my screen. I should look at my screen. We were talking about the coaches and whatnot. How great they've done this season of leading their respective teams to championships. But this is going to be a first down here for the South squad, and that really hurts the North.
Yeah, costly penalty.
Yeah, they were hurting themselves early with turnovers, and this penalty might as well be a turnover because they were about to get the ball, and now all of a sudden they have to give it back. It looks like, I think I just heard Jordan Johnson has come back into the game to play quarterback, and yes, he has. So Sheldon's Jordan Johnson, the 6A Player of the Year, back in to play quarterback. And he will hand this one off, and a short run right there for number 21. That is Abeen. So Cameron Abeen gets the run right there, and we get a replay here. Number 56 there for the North, tearing him down. That's Joe Lopez once again. 6', 240 from Central Catholic. He's been all over the field today.
Yeah, Lopez having a great game on defense.
So the clock continues to run, under 7 minutes now at 6:50. And a 2nd and 10 coming up for the South squad. Jordan Johnson has been spectacular in this game. The future University of Montana Grizzly. Looked like might have been a misread there. I think it's supposed to be a quarterback option. But the running back, Cameron Bean, just kind of took off.
And I've seen that several times tonight.
Well, you know, you only get about a week or so to practice. And, I mean, it's got to be tough to only have a short amount of time to practice with these kids who all come from different systems. And you got to get just a short little playbook going. So it's kind of tough sometimes. Sometimes you forget the play, you know?
Yeah, difficult to make the defense bite when you see the running back go running by.
Yeah, exactly. So a short gain right there for Jordan Johnson, as maybe only cut 2 yards on that one. And so the Sheldon quarterback will be looking for a little bit more yardage here on 3rd and 8 as he will throw it, and that's incomplete. It looked like it was going to go behind him. If he would have caught it behind him, yeah, but he reached his hands out in front, and that was number 8, Jacob Ziegler, just went right through his hands, and so 3 and out just like that. 5:52 left to go here in the 4th quarter, and the South squad is going to have to punt it. So Connor Lynch will come back in, and the North will try to not get a penalty this time that gives the ball right back. 35-13 once again is our score. And we'll recap you here on the scoring as we get closer to the end of this game. Still almost 6 minutes left.
And Kenneth Ocker is back there to receive the punt, but a short punt.
Yeah, a short punt by Connor Lynch, and almost takes a bad bounce for the South, but it'll be touchdown there by number 23. That's Michael Bibby. And so it'll be down in North territory as the North will start with it at their own 37-yard line.
And time's running out here. 5 minutes, 41 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Still down 3 scorers.
And it is going to be Krelwitz once again coming in to play quarterback. Like we said, Logan Krelwitz, really the only actual quarterback on the roster still. Kenneth Acker does play quarterback, but it seems to be he's more dangerous at the wide receiver position. Here's Krelwitz rolling out, and he's going to throw this one deep, but Krelwitz has nobody out there. More white shirts than there are blue shirts, and he's lucky that one falls incomplete.
Yeah, intended for Will Story, but he was triple covered out there.
And he's rolling to his offhand. It's got to be kind of hard to whip around and throw that one. Phil Tolley out there again, almost got his hand on it. He's already got one interception on the day. Connor Lynch with the other interception for the South squad. And Connor Lynch also has the fumble recovery. That's the 3 turnovers for the North squad today.
Yeah, and it's hard enough playing an all-star team, the caliber of either of these teams for that matter, but when they already know what you're going to do at this point in the game, they know that the North team has to throw the ball to get back in it.
Yeah, and Logan Krelwitz will drop back again, and he fires, and a good route run right there by number 6, that's Taylor Goodling, and Goodling is going to be very, very close to a first down. I think he wanted a face mask at the end of that play.
Yeah, number 11, Michael Carrillo, kind of horse collar tackled him there.
And it was a good zip pass right there by Logan Krelwitz. We get another look at it on the replay, and a good route run right there by number 6, Taylor Goodling. And yeah, that one was close right there. Probably could have called the horse collar tackle right there, but referees keep the flags in the pocket, and the clock continues to move. We're coming up on 5 minutes now. Krelwitz from his own 48-yard line, back to pass. Looks right, looks left, and he will throw this one deep, and Phil Tolley right there again, and Will Story thought he was held, wanted something called.
And it kind of looked like he was there.
Yeah, Josh Weaver from Roseburg on the coverage.
And that incompletion will
now bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 10 here for the North squad. So Krelwitz, you know, sometimes it looks like he's got a pretty good arm, but those deep passes, he kind of floats them up there a little bit, and they look kind of dangerous when he does that.
Yeah, I think the problem is he's just not getting enough time from his offensive line there. This South defense is doing a great job of putting pressure on Krelwitz, and he's throwing the ball before he wants to.
So no, it's actually 2nd and 10. So excuse me, it's 2nd and 10 now for Krelwitz from his own 48. And he will roll out, and he just chucks this one in the air again. And that is going to be intercepted. What a pick route there and number 27.
And that was caused by big number 99, Rory Oliver, on the defense with a nice hit.
Yeah, Rory Oliver out of Newburgh, nice hit right there. But there's your boy, once again, Solomon Helms, as we get a look at the replay, going up and pulling this one down. A great job of recognizing where the ball is going to end up. Kenneth Acker out there just trying to play defense. And at the end, Solomon Helms loses his helmet. Once again, we're at the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star Game on Northwest Television Sports. 4:57 left to go in this one, and the South leads the North 35-13. It's pretty much been all South all day.
And for getting hit like that, Logan Crowitz really threw a good ball. I mean, it was underthrown, but he got it away.
Yeah, it was into a lot of coverage, which was a little scary. Here is a pass on the outside. This is Jordan Johnson. This is Josh Yoder throwing it to Jordan Johnson. We're going to get a late hit out of bounds against the North squad, as he went helmet to helmet with Johnson as he was out of bounds. And so that is going to hurt the North squad as they get another penalty.
Yeah, into the fourth quarter, and you don't want to be protecting any one position, but that's a quarterback out there.
And I think that was Hayes Garrity again. We'll have to take another look at the replay. And it was the personal foul, late hit, out of bounds.
Yeah, they're just not going to put up with that. It's an all-star game, fourth quarter with only 4 minutes left.
So they are going to move the ball up, and that'll actually move it into North territory here for the South squad. And with 4:48 left to go, I think they probably just want to sit on this one, maybe run out the clock as much as they can.
Yeah,
it's going to be, you got a 3-touchdown lead here. Going to be tough for the North squad to make a comeback.
Yeah, they're not looking to embarrass anybody here.
And this will be Kyle Brown.
Picked up about 2 yards there on the carry.
Yeah, Brown out to the, just about the 45-yard line, maybe the 46. And good handoff right there. A good little fake by Jordan Johnson after a nice catch after the, or a nice run after the catch on the last play. And getting hit late out of bounds. Got him nice yardage to get the South squad up into North territory. So the ball's at the North 46-yard line. Clock is running. And once again, it will be Yoder. Yoder looking to pass it outside. A tough pass to be caught, but it is caught out there. And a nice pull down. That's Andrew Woody. Andrew Woody, a 6'1", 205-pound tight end from Thurston High School, makes his first grab of the game. So Tyler Woody, first down for the South squad.
Yeah, and it was a good catch.
And you see the beautiful field we're here at today, Hillsboro Stadium. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous stadium. First time I've been here. First time you've been here too, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, great night.
Yeah, great field, great atmosphere. Perfect place for a high school football all-star game. Here is Yoder, and he will hand this one off to Kyle Brown. Brown makes the move, but he's going to end up getting tackled out there by number 28. That's Michael McClanathan, 6'2", 205 from West Lynn.
Picked up about 2 on that carry. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Clock continues to move. Just over 3 minutes to go here.
And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 now for the South squad. And like we mentioned earlier, it looks like they're just going to be content to keep on running the ball and keep this clock moving.
Yeah, they're up 3 scores. There's no need to embarrass these guys. It's an all-star game. The last game they're going to play here as a high school athlete.
And so we have Yoder back to pass again. And this time it's out to Wiesenhaus. Wiesenhaus makes some room, and he'll get up all the way to the 20-yard line. So a nice run by Jeff Wiesenhaus. Gain of about 13 yards right there for Wiesenhaus.
Yeah, good job. Besides Campbell, Wiesenhaus has been the go-to receiver for the South team.
Yeah, he's really had a nice night tonight. Wiesenhaus with a touchdown right before halftime.
Yeah, and that catch right there, I believe, probably put him over 100 yards.
Yeah, Wiesenhaus is 6'3", 195 pounds. Of course, we've mentioned he's out of Sprague. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go now. And Yoder just moving his team down the field. Yoder does not have a touchdown pass yet. It's been Been all Jordan Johnson in this one, and here's a run by Kyle Brown. He goes nowhere there.
Yeah, nice job by that North defense, getting penetration, taking him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, number 69 is in on that one. Blake Heim, 6'4", 215 out of Lake Oswego. As we get a look at the replay here. And yeah, Kyle Brown just did not have anywhere to go, and he gets pulled down. Well, we've reached the 2-minute mark here in this All-Star game, the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star game on Northwest Television Sports. Once again, I'm Justin Herr alongside Zach Louis-Tag. And here is a run by Yoder on the outside, runs into his own teammate and then goes down close to a first down. He'll be a couple yards short. I want to thank the whole crew here at Northwest Television Sports. Great job tonight, everybody. A fantastic game here. Great atmosphere, great crowd. What more can you ask for?
Yeah, beautiful night for football.
Beautiful day. I mean, man, everything was perfect for this night tonight.
Yeah, and it really went perfect for this South team. Really taking it to North. It was close all the way up into that third quarter.
Yeah, the North squad actually never led in this game, as we get another handoff. And this time, I think it's Kyle Brown once again. Yeah, the North squad never led in this game. The closest the North squad got, 14-13, and then Saea Kofa missed the extra point afterwards. And from there, the South squad scored 3 times. No, yeah, 3 times after that North score to make it 14-13. And we have just about 35 seconds left to go in this one. A 4th and 3 coming up for North. And no matter what, doesn't matter if they get a loss of down here or if they get the first down. Handoff's going to be Lucas Corder. Corder gets his first carry, and we're going to have flags down. So 25 seconds left to go, and we got flags on the field. I'm not sure what the penalty is. We'll take a look at the replay, see if we can maybe tell. I think we're going to get another late hit. I think it's going to be another late hit on the North squad. After coming in after the play was over, North player led with his helmet. Yep, that's what we're going to get. Oh, face mask, okay. I didn't see a face mask. I saw a late hit with the head after the play was over. But either way, result is the same thing. First down for the South squad. And pretty much all they have to do right now is kneel it out. We'll see if Coach Marty Johnson decides to kneel it or maybe go for it. And they are going to go for it. Lucas Corder gets the handoff, and he's going to get pulled down across the 5-yard line down to the 4, and then more flags fly. So this one getting chippy in the last 25 seconds. We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
Oof. People are getting mad now. I don't think the North squad is liking the fact that the South might be going in to try and score another touchdown on them.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Yeah, 2 big guys on the outside fighting.
And
not really fighting,
face mask.
shoving a little bit. Yeah, another face mask.
And a great matchup brought to you tonight by Northwest Television Sports right here from the Hillsboro Stadium. And make sure you tune in later this year for some more high school sports, 1A through 6A football coming at you from Northwest Television Sports.
And that's going to do it. That'll wrap it up. The 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star game is in the books, the 63rd anniversary of the game. And the South squad comes out victorious, 35-13. I think it is absolutely no question our player of the game, Jordan Johnson and John Campbell, probably got a split right between them. Both those guys had huge games. Other than that, it was just a terrific night of football. Zach, you got any final comments?
Yeah, just like you said, Campbell and Johnson, they could have sat out after halftime and they would have been player of the game. Really put up some huge stats. And a great matchup.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, a beautiful night for football, and we really had a lot of fun here at the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star Game. Want to thank the whole entire crew from Northwest Television Sports. That is going to do it. Once again, our final score, the South Squad 35, the North Squad 13. You've been watching the 6A, 5A Les Schwab All-Star Game on Northwest Television Sports.
Searching the Northwest to bring you the biggest variety in sports. Northwest Television Sports brings you the rejoicing of victory, the frustration of defeat, the drama of competition. This is Northwest Sports.